So, leading up to the CMP summit, we were talking about different questions that people could ask and what could come up in conversation. And Scott reminded me of the first course I ever took from him. So, I was a brand new agent. I'd done one mortgage. Let's say, it was for a family member, and there were some bumps in the road. There were some surprises I didn't expect. It wasn't the best mortgage I've ever done. Okay. And you get better over time, but it was my first one. And so he had two programs. He had one called the $5 million Blueprint for new agents like me. And he had one called the $25 million Blueprint for really experienced agents. And I applied for the $25 million Blueprint. And he reached out and said, "This is not for you. You need to take the new one and learn the new stuff. And then, over time, you'll get to that one. That one is for experienced brokers." And I argued my way into that course, right? Made the value proposition, said, like, if it doesn't work out, so be it. I won't disrupt anyone. I won't ask stupid questions, but I really think I need to be in that course. I want to know what is 20 steps ahead, not what's two steps ahead, right? I want to build my life to go there, not to go here. And he begrudgingly let me into that course. And it was quite a pivotal moment in my career, right? I learned how to communicate well with realtors, how to really have a clean value proposition, how to have a beautiful customer journey that makes sense, that's repeatable, so that I could communicate to clients and referral sources what to expect when they were working with me. It was amazing. It's all stuff that our agents get in the training company now, right? Like, or as part of the brokerage now. But at the time, it was quite an expensive course. I believe I spent $10,000 on that, which was probably how much I'd saved to start my career. But for whatever reason, I just felt like it was going to be worth it. And it absolutely was. It was a real game changer for my mortgage business. But I really think some of the lessons there are like, don't be afraid to ask. I know that we are in an industry where we're asked all kinds of things all the time that are not reasonable, that people do not deserve, right? No, I want that rate. And you're like, you have three bankruptcies. You can't have that rate. I don't even know if we can get a mortgage for you right now. Or I no, we're not moving the closing date. We're closing on a holiday. Well, no, you're not. Or I don't want to provide proof of where that deposit came from. Well, you have to, right? So we get asked all these ridiculous things all the time. And then when it comes to our own career and our own business, sometimes we don't speak up. Sometimes we don't advocate for ourselves. And I think that's a mistake, especially as women. We don't always say to people, "Hey, I want to be on that stage. Hey, I want to be a part of this course. Hey, I think I do deserve a better split." Or, "Why aren't I entitled to volume bonus or, efficiency bonuses or things like that?" Right. And if you don't advocate for yourself, no one else will. And the reality is sometimes people don't notice. They don't think about it. They don't ask you for something not because you aren't good at it or you wouldn't knock it out being on the stage, but because it hasn't crossed their mind and you haven't put it in front of them. So when we train new agents, we always talk about building your ask muscle, right? You always have to ask for business. You should hang up the phone only after you've asked for a referral, asked if they know anybody who needs your help, asked to introduce to a new referral partner. You're always asking. You're in sales. But then when it comes to our business, we forget to ask. And the truth is, you have to ask sometimes. Ask the IT company for a discount. Ask your accountant to double check that your numbers are right before your taxes are filed. Ask. The things that you forget to ask are things that can save you money or cost you money in your business and can possibly make your business trajectory go faster, right? Ask realtors for business, but are you asking them, "Hey, is there an opportunity for me to present at your office, at your conference? Do you have a conference I can attend? Do you attend, conferences or use a business coach that I should be introduced to?" Make sure you're asking because the reality is there are so many super talented people in this industry. And I think we will all be better if we hear from you, if we see you on stage, if we see you offering a coaching program in your specialty so we can all learn how to be better in different areas of the business. But it all starts with asking for what you want. So do not be afraid to ask, build that ask muscle.